President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi called for intensifying efforts to overcome the economic, health and security repercussions of the coronavirus on the African nations and peoples at the regional and the national levels. President al-Sisi made his call during the participation in the virtual African Union Bureau Authority Summit, which was attended by the heads of the African regional economic groupings. The President stressed the significance of continuing the efforts to vitalize the joint African action amid current critical circumstances. He stressed that the upcoming African Union Summit would depend on tackling the crucial issues that affect the social and the economic paths in the continent, which in turn plays a role in preserving peace and security in Africa. Presidential spokesman Bassem Muradi said that the summit tackled the undergoing preparations of the African Union Summit, which is scheduled to be held in February of 2021. Head of the National Election Authority, Councillor Lashin Ibrahim, died on Friday of COVID-19. Ibrahim graduated from the Faculty of Law in 1980 and worked for the public prosecution after his graduation, then joined the judiciary until he reached the position of public defender in the Public Funds Prosecution Office. And in October 2017, Lashin was chosen to head the National Election Authority. The National Election Authority mourned Councillor Lashin, praying to God to rest his soul in peace. Head of the National Media Authority Hussein Zain, Parliament Speaker Ali Abdel Al, Speaker of the Senate Abdel Wahab Abdel Razak, and the State Minister of Immigration Nabila Makram also expressed condolences over Councillor Lashin's death. Egypt reported 1,021 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 128,993 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February. The Health Ministry also reported 51 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 7,260. The ministry added that 513 patients were discharged from the hospitals, raising the number of those who have recovered to 108,474 people. Amid a rising number of coronavirus cases, the Cabinet discussed the measures to curb the pandemic in a meeting headed by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli. The Prime Minister announced banning the public festivities and the gatherings, as well as sticking to the anti-coronavirus precautionary measures on New Year's Eve. Madbouli noted that any violation to those measures will be firmly punished, as the government is seeking to avoid a full shutdown. He instructed to allocate a sufficient number of quarantine hospitals to provide the treatment to the patients who may need it.
Welcome back to the Business and Economic segment in full. The Ministry of International Cooperation issued its 2020 annual report, which was entitled International Partnership for Sustainable Development. The report stressed the significance of empowering women and achieving equal opportunities as a priority and a sub-goal in many development projects that are being implemented within the ministry's ongoing portfolio of $25 billion. Minister of International Cooperation, Ranil Mashat, said that the participation of women in the economy is critical, and it is no longer a lip service. All stakeholders are coming together to progress towards gender parity. The ministry secured a total of $7 million through bilateral cooperation with Spain and Canada to merge the socio-economic gender gap. For the first time in history, 25% of the parliament seats are allocated to women, with 8 crucial ministries led by women in the Egyptian cabinet.